Smells better than bacon in the morning. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode. Today we're going to be talking about a very iconic weapon system, and it's the 1911. Now, you probably wondering, you said, why the hell is Crispy doing an episode on the 1911? He's not a boomer, and you're not wrong, because our generation tends to make fun of the guy that you see at the NRA show with their leather holster and their 1911 walking around like they're freaking John Wayne, or I don't even know, to be honest with you. But for some reason, the boomers are very, very interested in the 1911. And there's always a debate that happens, right? It's that generation against ours, and we start talking about it and what you don't like and like about it. Now, don't get me wrong. There's people in my generation, in our generation, that enjoys the 1911, and I do, because I can appreciate the history of the 1911, and we'll jump right into it. So if you don't know who John Browning is, man, you're in the wrong sport, in the wrong hobby, and you need to go back and do yourself a good service and do some research on John Browning. John Browning was the creator of the 1911. Now, a lot of people think that the 1911 was created in 1911, and it wasn't. It was created in the it was created in the late 1800s. It was only adopted by the military in 1911, which became known as the 1911 just because of that. But it is a very iconic gun. Don't get me wrong. It's a back-to-back World War champ. They used it in World War I and World War II. So they do have that behind them. And I do understand why the boomers love it and why it's their weapon system and why they talk so much. But you and I are different. You know, we are taught having more ammunition does a lot more in case you're in a large-scale firefight, or you know that you've been confronted by more than 2 or 3 individuals. You have enough ammo to protect yourself, while the 1911 holds 8+1 or 7+1, depending on what 1911 you have, and it is chambered in at 45 ACP, and so that's why the boomers defend it so much. They're like, 45 ACP, it packs a punch, it'll do the job, one shot and that person's down. While yes and no, our generation tends to lean more towards the 9mm, because we feel like if you can put 14, 15 rounds in a gun, you have that little bit of security. So we can go back and forward on why a 45 is better than a 9, or why a 9 is better than a 45, but we're not going to get anywhere, right? It's just a shooter preference. But again, if you go to any NRA show or any gun show, you're definitely going to see these boomers walking around with a 1911 and a leather holster, and you will have a very heated debate with these people talking about which one's better, and we're not going to get anywhere. But what's pretty cool, and something that I found and I'm very happy to show on this channel today, is this is a 1911 Emissary from Springfield Armory. Now, what's super cool, look at this beautiful thing. First of all, it's all black, and I love an all black gun like this, especially such an iconic gun like a 1911. Now, this weapon is offered in a 5-inch barrel, which you see here, and it's also offered in a 4.25. I went with a longer barrel just because that's my preference, and I'm going to use it a lot at the range. It also has VZ grips right here, which, man, if you hold this, oh my god, it feels so good. It does have a bull barrel, and it does have a tri-top slide, as you can see. This here is offered in a 45 ACP or in a 9mm. I went with the 9mm, but it's still a 1911, so I feel like I get both the best worlds. The 1911 from the boomers, and they're like, oh, 1911, but also the 9mm from our generation. And again, I can't tell you how much I really fell in love with this gun when I saw that Springfield was going to release this, because I feel like it's, again, the best of both worlds. Is 1911 era guys and my generation meet and combined And I can't wait to take this out to the range because I just want to put some rounds through it and show everybody what it does. And maybe my buddy Tim here may get to experience it as well. More than likely he's going to, because Tim's not going to be around for long, but he's going to find out what this Emissary 1911 chambered in a 9mm can actually do. So let's get out to the range. Let's put some rounds through this and test it and give you my thoughts, because I'm excited. It's a 9mm and a 1911. So much easier to load a 9mm than it is a 45. Hey guys, this video is brought to you by walkers. This is what I use when I'm out at the range, because my hearing is pretty bad, but this is helping me save it. And it's like they say on their promo videos, protect it or lose it. All right, so here we go, 1911 Emissary, chambered in 9mm. And I do gotta apologize to you boomers, because I don't have a leather holster to, pull out and, I don't know, look cool, I guess, whatever. Anyways, 1911, chambered in a 9mm, first bag. Ooh. That's nice. That was nice. Let's do it again. Let's run it back. I'm not gonna lie, I'm enjoying this 5-inch barrel opposed to the 4.25. That's gonna kick a little more, but this right here is holding its own. Look at this. Yeah, buddy. Smells amazing. Smells better than bacon in the morning. Let's run a few more mags through this. You know what? Let's go find our friend Tim and introduce him to the Emissary. See what he thinks. Timmy's licking. Timmy lost his head. That was the Emissary 1911. And again, I know I mentioned earlier about this bull barrel, and what it does, it makes your shots so much effective. I was shooting the same spot over and over again that we just pretty much decapitated poor Timmy here. And honestly, guys, here's where I'm gonna reach out to my boomers, and I know we're gonna have, we're so divided right now in this country, and I feel like the Emissary can bring us together because it is a 1911 and it is chambered in a 9mm. So it meets the best of both worlds, the boomers and us. And I think we can both agree that this is it right here. This is a great combination of both, So you guys tell me if this is a great combination that we can both get behind, your generation and ours, and let's bring it together, because I think this is it right here. What do you think, Timmy? Timmy is not available for any comments at the moment, but I think it's safe to say that he has a headache. So we're gonna wait on his press release and let us know what he thinks about it. But don't hold your breath; it might be a long time. But guys, there's that's the episode. Again, this is the Springfield Emissary 1911 in all black. This is the 5-inch. I love this gun. It runs so smooth. I mean, so chambered in a 9mm. I hope you guys enjoy the episode. I hope you guys got a little bit out of that and a little bit of history behind it as well. And let us know what you think. If you liked the episode, if you liked the history and what we talked about here in the episode, let us know down below, and we'll continue to make these. But thank you so much for tuning in. I love you guys. I'll see you next week. Until then, Chris Beyond. Come on, Timmy, let's get at it. Damn, he ain't got no legs. There goes Timmy and Tybee. It's the TTs. They don't know what's about to happen, but Tim's gonna be introduced to the Emissary.